Shalom, giving all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone that teach us this truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakak Wadash. Shalom to the elect, all right, scattered abroad around the four corners of the earth. You know, hey, peace, love, and blessings, man. Shalom. This is going to be a quick in transit lesson. Lord will be straight to the point, to the spirit. All right. So basically what's going on, and this is just my 2 cents on it. Because as the scriptures imply, evil men shall wax worse and worse. You all right? There should be false prophets among you, scoffers and scorners in the last days to come. So we understand what's going on, you know, if you're of the knowing, man. All right? For me, following the ways of, you know, the doctrine of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, via through Great Millstone, for many years, you know, IUIC, mainly who I am talking about, always had some issues dealing with Great Millstone, and only because of the rebukes that they have been getting, because they always been known to go off, adding to the scriptures, subtracting from the scriptures, all right, giving unto change. And all these words that I'm quoting is in the Holy Bible, man. All right, all you gotta do is do a Google search, type these scriptures up, and it should come up. Meddle not with them that giving unto change. And if you, like I say, if you know of the IUIC and Grandmaster Nate, that's why I'm gonna call him. Basically, you know, because at the end of the day, man, they praise that man. Like, they idolize that man, man. They lift this man up to a higher standard because of their actions. And like Elder Apostle Tahar said, man, fucking zombies. And I can really see, you know, the literal spiritual walking of the dead, man. All right, which is our people following after that madness that IUIC is pushing, mainly Bishop Nate. All right, well, Grandmaster Nate. All right, so hey, it's a lot going on in Israel right now. All right, we got prophecies going on. World War III still on the horizon. The economy is not going to bounce back. It's only going to get worse. All right, as analysts are always in the news, you know, news about it, speaking on it. And they telling the American people and people around the world, you know, that the shit ain't about to be pretty, man. But meanwhile, you real life got Israelites. That's how you know, man, the Lord worked, hey, Barakatah Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah, man, really and truly. Because that could have been any one of us, all right, if not worse. We could have been a grimy ass, greasy nigga in the world. The Lord could have put the spirit upon us to be a fucking mo. You know, hell, even a woman. The Lord could have made us women, you know. But, you know, going back to the topic of the discussion, man, with, like, you know, Nate, this man, I don't know how this motherfucker can sleep at night. Like, really and truly. I guess the money, that money, hey, for the love of money is the root of all evil, because for the love of money, you're going to do some evil shit. All right, evil things, nasty things. All right. Even going back to, hey, the shit. Alizar, he quiet, man. You know, that scandal. And through the spirit, that shit had to been true. Like I said, I find out later on, hey, that shit is accurate. Like I say, man, it's a lot of wickedness in Israel. That's why, you know, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah is gonna come back, man. Jacob's trouble is on the rising. But let's go into the scripts. This is Isaiah chapter 8, verse 13. Sanctify the Lord, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah of hosts himself, and let him be your fear, and let him be your dread. And he shall be for a sanctuary, all right, sanctuary of protection unto the elect, all right, but for a stone of stumbling and for a rock of offense to both the house of Israel, for gin and for a snare to the inhabitants of Jerusalem. All right, both northern and southern kingdom. All right. And instead of, the Lord being their sanctuary, all right, he put a stumbling block upon our people. That's why a lot of people follow after the fancy words, all right, different, wayward doctrines, so on and so forth. Go to NLT, see what it reads. All right, verse 13. Make the Lord of heaven's armies, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, in your life, holy in your life. All right, follow after the ways of righteousness to the best of your ability, even though we in this sinful, wicked flesh. He is the one you should fear. He is the one who should make you tremble. He will keep you safe. All right, he will keep the elect safe. But to Israel and Judah, both northern and southern kingdom, the 2/3, that's how you know it's a separation. And the Lord always had a separation, man. All right, because this is going into the believing remnant. And scriptures always say that there is a remnant amongst the house of Israel. 144,000, the 1/3, and the mixed multitudes. Dang. Verse 14, he will keep you safe, but to Israel and Judah, he will be a stone that makes people stumble, a rock that makes them fall. And for the people of Jerusalem, he will be a trap and a snare. Many will stumble and fall, never to rise again. They will be snared and captured. And ultimately, it's going into the ways, the different ways and the different spirits that the Lord put on certain individuals to carry out. All right, whether you be a righteous spirit, all right, or a wicked spirit. And in this case, a wicked spirit within the circumcision. All right. And that is truly an evil, slanderous spirit that Bishop Nate really has, because at the end of the day, this is the same individual that accused us of grape. All right. Well, accuse our elders. All right. He must be think we wasn't going to, defend that or speak on that. But hey, nonetheless, we already knew we wasn't doing no shit like that. Okay. Easy as these hoes is, but nonetheless, I say Bishop Nate, he has a lot, and he got a lot to answer, especially, like I said, the MOTB. That man lying about the MOTB, man. The ultimate prophecy of judgments. All right. Verse 16, preserve the teaching of God and trust his instructions to those who follow me. I will wait for the Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, who has turned away from the descendants of Jacob. I will put my hope in him. And that's what we ultimately have to do. All right. And who's going to do that? The elect. So no matter what, they're going to teach truth. All right. They're going to teach 100% truth. All right. And the elect is the only one that's going to be delivered from this up and coming destruction. That's why we're praying and hoping, like it just said in the precept, hope that we're of the humble, fearful elect. All right. And I'm going to read this verse 20. Look to God's instruction and teachings. People who contradict his word are completely in the dark. All right. They don't have no light in them. That's what it's going into. They don't have no breath. They're not speaking real, true doctrine, whether you people believe it or not. IUIC is a big scandal. All right. Hey, this the $150,000 man. All right, according to Google, all you gotta do is Google the man up. Man made it to Google, man. Come on, man. Really? You made it to Google? But he ain't no sellout type. Hey, man, Bishop Nate Ben was on the bullshit for quite some time, but evil men shall wax worse and worse. And now I understand why the elders and the apostles, and it's so crazy because I still sense mercy and love from the elders apostles on Bishop Nate. That's the crazy part. They still be roasting his ass because that nigga doing this stupid shit. And I ain't mean to say it like that, but it's just what it is. That's you straight up lying to the people, man. Damn. But It's part of the Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, going back to Job 12 and 16. But I want to close out with this scripture, Romans 16 in the NLT and 17. And now I make one more apparel, my dear brothers and sisters. Appeal. I make one more appeal, my dear brothers and sisters. Watch out for people who cause divisions and upsets people's faith by teaching things contrary to what you have been taught. Stay away from them. All right, teaching, you know, the full moon is the new moon. All right, the full moon is the Sabbath. Friday sundown is Saturday sundown. All right, only can have one wife. Like I said, it's so much shit. The MOTB, that's the number one thing. All right, the MOTB. So, Lockie, I'm about to come up to my destination. So, Lord will, I do a part 2 video. Shalom, giving all praise, glory, honor. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, Hashem Wakak Dash. Shalom, shalom.